marching 2 bricks of the Ashes on the day, hopefully, we're going to retain them. Nice one.
2 bricks of the Ashes, 2 bricks of the Ashes.
2 bricks of the Ashes, 2 bricks of the MCG. Run for your life. Let's do lunchtime time.
Oh Melbourne, you saved your nicest weather for your shortest day.
How come you're here today?
Because we're Aussies, we support them better than the Poms do.
Hope for rain.
I mean, why are you here?
Why am I here? Because I'd already bought a ticket and I wasn't going to give it up. I had to come watch anyway.
It's all over. England have retained the Ashes. An innings of 157 run victory. The only surprise this morning was that it took them sort of just before lunch to roll Australia over. I feel pretty good. How do you feel?
I feel weird. You're starting to channel Mark Nicholas a little bit, aren't you? How do I feel? I felt weird when they won. Just I've been to 2 Ashes deciding tests of recent times, and Australia has been on the worst side of them. I also felt weird because I just bought a pie, and I thought, you know, it wasn't respectful to eat it straight away, so it went a little bit cold.
You know, there's a lot of words I could describe it. Most of them I can't really repeat in a press conference.
England got great support again from the Barmy Army today. They deserved it. They deserved their win. Australia have been below par, but England have nailed them. Nailed them at Adelaide and they nailed them here, and that's why they've retained the Ashes.
A double nail. Yeah, no, they're the better team. They played that way. Australia has played some really good cricket at times. It's really fucking terrible cricket at times, and England just sort of stay in the middle. You know, upper middle. Upper middle management is where they are at the moment, and they're a good team. They're not a great team, but they're far better than Australia, who's going through about 15 different crisis at one time.
Yeah, it's been an odd series because there's been some great performances in that, but there hasn't even been a hint of a great game yet.
Well, you can probably imagine why we weren't doing handstands.
That's quite motivating. The guys are possibly we're just more mature, and 4 years is a long time in Test cricket. It's not about us kind of asking me when I'm going to retire. Is that what you're saying? That our formula had worked for us pretty much through the tour, not just the Test. You know, it did knock us a little bit, and you know, I think we're the way.
The guys felt similarly. I mean, in a lot of ways, I think there were some very important lessons learned. You know, the one thing that struck me as an opening batsman in that series was, you know, the feeling of being suffocated from both ends all the time, and I think that was kind of the basis of our strategy out here to make sure that Australia never got away.
About us just playing good cricket, and all the
Ricky Ponting said he wants to continue as captain of Australia, but the weird thing in the press that we just had, he looked for the first time I've seen him in this series, he looked really old and frail.
Well, he's frail. He's got a broken bone to begin with. I thought he was quite honest, and I mean, he's always quite honest, I suppose. But there were some interesting things that came out of it. Greg Chappell had asked him before the Ashes to bat at 4. He said he wanted to captain, but he never said he thought it was in the best interest of Australia, which I thought was an interesting one. But most of all, he just looked like someone who sort of run out of answers, which is how he looks when he captains. So
yeah, he's sounded. Just his voice was just a little bit quieter, lacked a little bit of the authority.
A bit like his innings.
Swing low,
Okay, I reckon a big difference in the fielding between the 2 sides, but I think the bowling has been a massive difference between, you know, there's probably been the deciding factor in this series so far.
Yeah, well, Australia's attack has been same, and same shit. So England, very balanced. Even some of their bowlers have gone missing. Swan hasn't had a very good series, but they've all bowled their one good spell, really. Maybe Broad missed out a little bit, but other than that, everyone's bowled their one good spell and sort of helped the team.
The one thing they lack is a genuine pace bowler. But if you're looking at depth, if you're looking at variety in the attack, they've got spin, they've got seam, they've got swing, they've got height. And they're all proving that they can attack as well as defend. You know, and if you're a captain, that's exactly what you need. The one time the bowlers got it wrong at Perth, that's when England struggled.
How do you guys feel about being made to pay to get in today?
A bit ridiculous.
bollocks.
Not even bothered about paying, just getting in. Just getting in.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Absolute disgrace.
I think
big crowds.
98,000 stadium, you can't let people in on the last day after you've had 220,000.
But I'm not worried about that. You should have all these gates open, cash in a day. Adelaide is, you know, well organised. This is absolute chaos.
John Etheridge of the old current bum. Ashes retained. England thrash a fading Australian team. Ricky Ponting's job hanging by a thread. Superb bowling on the first day, brilliant reverse swing in the second innings, a triumph more than anything for Strauss and Flower. Job done. Thank you very much. Piece of cake.
Who's your final Melbourne Mullally?
My final Melbourne Mullally is the English cricket team. Thought they fielded quite bad today. They dropped some catches, jumped over some balls. Were a little bit sloppy, very unprofessional for them. And overall, I think they were lucky to win.
Right, okay. My final Melbourne Mullally is a combination of Cricket Australia and the Melbourne Cricket Ground. Today, realistically, only going to go one session. Yeah, the MCG or Cricket Australia decide to only open 3 gates, causing big queues from the people who want to get in. They're also charging people in the region of $30 to get in for basically one session. A lot of these guys are queuing for up to an hour plus to get in.
Well, then they open the gates anyway.
They finally opened at 11:20, so it was only Brand Haddin and Peter Siddle who ensured that they actually got to watch some cricket. On a great day for English cricket, who better to play us out than the father of charismatic trousers, Ian Poulter? He says, "Congrats to all the lads on winning the Ashes. Awesome performance. Time to call all the Aussies on my phone. See you in Sydney."
Two bricks and the ashes.
Ow!